Hi everybody, welcome back. Had a couple of technical troubles there, but we're now back on stream. So, well, here we go. So yesterday we were on Namalsk, and today we're on Namalsk. But what we're doing, we're heading, hopefully, towards somewhere called the Athena Research Institute. That is southwest of my position now. I think I hit a road and there's a factory or something in between. But this is the PC version of DayZ, of course, and this is Namalsk, the unofficial new map from Adam Franku, who just happens to be the lead developer behind DayZ anyway at the moment. Him and his team have spent a long time producing this. And what's unusual about Namalsk is that it is a smaller map, but it also has other features in it as well. There's a little bit more of a story here. Some odd things have happened on Namalsk. In Arma 2, it was the subject of a campaign, a mission, I believe, where you had to investigate strange goings on. They'd found stuff here, and I'm kind of thinking, although thankfully they're not completely sort of filling in the gaps in the story, the idea is that maybe something that happened in Namalsk may have triggered what's happened in the wider world with the zombie apocalypse, perhaps. But as with all good... Oh, what's that? Epiphenerin, what it's called. I shouldn't go there, can it? With all good stories, the less they tell us, the better, isn't it? Because then we can fill in the rest with our imaginations, which is nice. So I think we follow this road. Let's have a look. It's odd, isn't it? The zombie apocalypse has been going on for years, and these little foldable tables, they still stay upright, don't they? They do very well. Oh, I've angered a zombie. Where did he come from? What's he got? 762 by 39. I need 545 by 39, so we'll leave that be as we head off again. Right, let's just check the map. Check our compass bearing. So we should be heading west, which we are, which is good. So we're probably on the right path. Not going to be streaming for that long tonight, but I'm keen just to wander around Namalsk and just enjoy it in a PvE environment, just to see what's going on. Okay. Adam likes packing in the zombies here, so you do have to be relatively careful. Ooh. I don't know if he's made any changes to the way the zombies work, but they do seem to aggro off each other more. Don't we need to take a look at our clothing? It's getting a bit ragged, isn't it? Yeah, damaged. Right, let's close this door. Let's do some repairs on our stuff. that back on. How about our trousers? They're damaged, aren't they? Because as stuff becomes damaged, it becomes less effective at insulating you from the cold. In fact, can I just double click that stuff to put it back on? You can, can't you? Right, okay. So our tactical vest is ruined, so we do need to find more of those. There's our axe, so we'll pick that up again. And there is a fresh sharpening stone, which is good. How is our axe? It's worn. We've got spare boots. See, we're doing alright for loot. We've got food. We've got drink. Just got to be careful that we don't get killed by zombies. See what I mean? How there's a very high density of zombies on Namalsk. Very high density. Okay, we're going to go this way. Maybe we get a bit of height. See where it leaves us. Patrick Lynch, hi Rob, just joined your stream went off. Hope it was good. Yeah, just a little bit of a technical problem, unfortunately. We're back on track now, though. Thank you for joining the stream. It's a pleasure as ever. We're just exploring the beautiful Namalsk. See the mountains in the distance. Probably going to get very cold as we go. In fact, there's another road there to our right, isn't there? We're playing on the DRI server. Oh, brilliant! What, the endurance DRI server? You'll have to forgive me if I forget. How have you been finding Deer Isle? I'm really keen to get on there and explore, but I don't know, it's funny, Deer Isle's been around a long time, and I did have DayZ on GeForce Now, but it was a bit of a pain to download the mods. But now I've got this Shadow Boost cloud gaming PC where the mods are just sitting there easy. It's really easy to play modded DayZ, and it plays very smoothly as well. I have to say, I'm very, very impressed. But I'm really keen to get onto DayZ, get onto Deer Isle as well. But you know, Namalsk first, I guess. What we got here? Right. What have we got over there? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Some sort of factory. Lots of observation towers, isn't there, on the Namalsk? Lots. I guess we're getting towards a colder part of Namalsk. I was saying that the whole of it is cold, isn't it? So. Shane says, "Hi Rob, glad to see you back on, and hopefully still enjoying exploring Messi." Well, this is only the third time I've really had a serious go, and I'm still getting to grips with mouse and keyboard. I guess I probably should get a proper because I'm actually playing this on a laptop, so I should get a USB keyboard, because it's probably not the best thing for my posture in my hands, to be honest. Ooh, hello, zombies. Damaged, right. Sharpen this baby before we ruin it. Yeah, on the Endurance one, it's a nice mod, and that Shadow Server PC sounds like a good tool. There is a map coming out called Green County by Hellmaker that focuses on survival with minimal towns. Interesting. When you dig into it, there's actually quite a few alternative DayZ maps as well. There really is. I think they're like fire watchtowers. Yeah, you're probably right there, dude. Although they are quite substantial, aren't they? Yeah, there's another map that's literally just come out. And there are other maps. I mean, what I would love to do with the Endurance Ooh, hello. What I would love to do with the Endurance PvE PC DayZ servers is, if we can get enough support, is to have all these alternative maps in a vanilla setting, you know. So I forget the names, but there's at least 2 other maps out at the moment that probably aren't as polished as Namalsk or Deer Isle, but are definitely worth looking at. But have them in a situation where it's just the map that loads in, you know, no other mods, no admin mods. So you can just explore them, you know, as an adventure game, and to keep them for not for posterity, but to keep them for experience, because there's no doubt in my mind that if you want to explore Namalsk and you go on a public server, you know, good luck. Yeah, undoubtedly you will be able to do it, but it's going to be a bit of a challenge, and you're probably going to die quite a few times on the way, which I know you could say, well, that's what DayZ is all about, but we don't have enough time to spend, you know, 50 hours a month dying and exploring, that sort of stuff. Lots of rubber slugs around here. Police jacket. Oh, another knife. Do I need another knife? I'm pretty sure I've got... We could get rid of the kitchen knife. We could pick up the posh knife, couldn't we? Assault helmet. I'd rather stay warm, thank you very much. Rob, buy yourself a Bluetooth adapter for your laptop and pay your PS4 controller to it. Yeah, I can just plug my Xbox controller in, but Ooh, some different music. Rosto has a quick look, nice map, and them towers remind me of the Long Dark. Yeah, I'm trying to get better with keyboard and mouse, because another game that I bought when it went on special. Ooh. Ooh, can you hear that eerie music? Patrick says, yeah, people don't always like the run, die, retry method. Yeah, exactly. You know, sometimes I really enjoy playing DayZ as an adventure game. You know, a survival adventure game rather than a survival shooting game. The soundtrack is amazing on this as well. Very, very eerie. How's my jacket doing? It's doing all right. Smithy and Tink Gaming says, do you possibly know any nice big flat locations so I can build a huge base? Where? If you're asking me on Namalsk, I haven't got a clue, mate. I'm new to this. Patrick says, yeah, I turn that music off. Certain areas put the hairs up the back of my neck. Yes. Ooh, what's this over here? That's like a factory, isn't it, or something? So is this the way in or the way out of somewhere? Oh, right, look. So what are those X's? What do those X's mean then? And the circles? I would buy that map if you could buy it. Oh, on Chernerus. Patrick says, if you're up for running maps on just vanilla standards, I'm up for it, but I have a 426 slot Nitrolo server, but then they're on Chernerus. Shane says, Smithy, there are high-rise apartments that'd be great for building. I know that, but you have a big group. Oh, right, yeah. It's always a challenge, isn't it? Maybe somewhere near the edge of the map. Oh, a big transceiver. 556 by 45. That's what I need, isn't it? No, 556 by 39 is what I need. Damn. Car battery. Field jacket in badly damaged state, so we don't want that. Okay, so Patrick says, I think that's the way up, how behind you is the uranium mine, and if you head down the valley, you'll head towards A1. Right, okay. So what you're saying is, so if that's the mine there, if I'm at the mine, so we want to be heading kind of southwest, don't we? So that's west, so southwest is that way. Okay, let's do this. Oh, it's a river. There's water. Is it just as... Oh, it's just a lake, I think, by the look of it. Okay. Smithy and Tink Gaming says, so what do you prefer, PvP or PvE? Depends on the game. In DayZ, I definitely prefer PvE. If I'm playing Call of Duty, PvP, or Battlefield, PvP, or PUBG, PvP. I've never really done enough practicing of PvP in DayZ, to be honest. I'm sure the PvP is excellent in it, but I like my PvP pleasures a little bit faster. You know? Like the new Call of Duty, really enjoy the new Call of Duty, it's fantastic. But it doesn't give you the adventure game vibes that you get in DayZ. Can you imagine an open world? You went to the Call of Duty people and went, right, okay, Warzone map, let's make it a bit bigger. Maybe take it quite a few of the spread the buildings around. but we want, your graphics engine to do it, and we'll get the DayZ guys to give you the survival mechanics, how good it would look, and what the combat would be like. Actually, you probably want PUBG well, I'd saying that. I mean, I think what they could do with a big company like Activision or a big developer like Treyarch or Infinity Ward, it would be the engine optimization stuff they could do. How they get, for example, Warzone. How do they get Warzone to run on an OG Xbox or an OG PlayStation 4? How do they get it to run so well? Because it runs amazing, doesn't it? Oh yeah, we'll have that. If you looked at the launch games for PlayStation 4 or Xbox, and look, look at that. Right, go on, put it in your hands. Look at that, a KAS-74U. 545x39. Is that the bullets I use? It is, isn't it? That's a nice submachine gun, that, isn't it? That is a nice bit of kit. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that mag. We're going to drop the gun because we don't want it. We're going to take the mag and we're going to take the bullets out of it. Be sure to equip your weapon when heading that way. Oh, I take it there's plenty of zombies that way, is there? Let's get rid of the mag. Right, let's have a look at bullet situation. Okay. This can go up here. Right, we got another mag. Right, they're all full. One bullet there. 20 there. Okay. What are you running the Namalsk on, Rob? Regular mission? It's just regular. The idea is that, especially for people who are maybe new to DayZ but want to give Namalsk a go. And as I say, it's all about adventure. It's all about exploration and looking around and enjoying the DayZ survival experience, but not in a hardcore way. It's not too difficult. Casual DayZ, if there is a thing. But I haven't even put things like there's no admin mods on this as well, no zombie, no community online tools, so I can't even cheat. Very much like an Xbox or a PlayStation server, but with Namalsk and Deer Isle being the other one. Erangel on PUBG first reminded me of DayZ, which I think maybe want to play it when it was in the Xbox preview program. Absolutely. So you mean playing PUBG made you want to play Xbox? Maybe you want to play DayZ. If that's the case, I'm exactly the same. That's what drew me to DayZ, was the fact that it looks similar to ooh, that's a bit steep, isn't it? Looks similar to PUBG. Obviously, they're completely different games. However, if you're interested in that sort of thing, what I definitely suggest you do a YouTube search for DayZ podcast, or a Twitch search for DayZ podcast, or do a search for Boydy73, Boydy73, and watch the episode that was just released on Saturday. And they had a guy called Soma on it. And Soma was one of the original DayZ guys who arranged the Survivor games. Now we're talking 2013, 2014 here. We're talking back when DayZ first started. And he tells you the most amazing stories of how DayZ Survivor games, which was DayZ Battle Royale, influenced the likes of H1Z1 and obviously PUBG. And in fact, he tells you this amazing story how they arranged the Survivor games, where people would spawn into a DayZ map and they would all fight, and the winner would be the last one alive, I guess. I don't know the details, but that was kind of the theory behind it. But he tells the story how while they were doing the Survivor games, it became very popular on Twitch. Brendan Green was around. They were mates with Brendan Green. He lived in America at the time. Obviously, who is PlayerUnknown, who came up with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and he would contact them and ask them to play on Survivor games, and they would say, no, you're not a big streamer, you can't. But they would swap ideas about how it worked and the dynamics of the game, and obviously that heavily influenced him when creating H1Z1 King of the Kill, and afterwards, he's got an assault vest that is worn, so we'll have that, I think. Is there another zombie? Yeah, so, and they were saying how Brendan Green at the time was skinned. He was thinking about going back to Ireland and giving it all up. Little would you know, 4 years later, he's come up with this game that's made him millions and millions and millions of pounds, dollars. And there's also the rumour, and this wasn't in this interview, but there's also the rumour that actually Brendan Green went to Bohemia Interactive with PUBG and said, look, this is what I want to make. I want to make this game. I think it's really, really good. And Bohemia Interactive turned him down or didn't listen to him, and then he went to Crafton and in South Korea and developed the game there. So you've got to think, what would have DayZ been like if Bohemia Interactive had got behind it, if it had been as successful as it was in the early days when Bohemia Interactive, but with Bohemia Interactive having it, and they would have had all the millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars that PUBG made, and then they could have put that into Armour and DayZ. How different would it be? So, interesting things to think about anyway. But also the history of DayZ and how DayZ has led into so many other things as well. Can I just double click these? Can I? But it doesn't put them into my vest. Where does it put them then? If I double click stuff, obviously it puts them into my inventory, but I don't want to put. I want to put them into my vest. Sorry, this is. I know this is incredibly slow. I do apologise. Patrick says, I enjoy DayZ with just vanilla. You can get overwhelmed by mods and some of them don't work. Absolutely, that's the problem. Probably, and yeah, I used to play PUBG back in the day. I actually think some of the DayZ team originally went over to the PUBG team, and yeah, I remember the Survivor game DayZ, but never played it. Reykjavik, hey! Back in the days, I was one of the first German DayZ gamers playing this mode. Can't compare it with today. Right, well, tell us more, Reykjavik. Tell us more. Patrick says, I remember PUBG in its infancy on preview when you would drive a UAZ across grass and blade of grass should fling you up in the air and kill you. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But I mean, I bought an Xbox to play PUBG, and that first probably 18 months, and I had a couple of mates who bought Xboxes to play PUBG because we didn't have gaming PCs. I can honestly say that first 18 months of PUBG on Xbox, even though it was poo-pooed, lots of people laughed at it, from the PC world as well, saying, it looks like dog crap, it runs like dog crap. I had some of the greatest gaming experiences of my life in solo, winning chicken dinners, and in playing squads with friends, and randoms as well. Had some of the most unbelievable times I've ever had, in gaming. The adrenaline highs from PUBG, and the excitement and the fun and the laughter and the cock-ups. You're right, you'd be driving across Chernobyl in a UAZ, your mate's driving, his Xbox crashes, and you're still driving, and if you jump out, you're dead. It was you would know that when we were playing in the early days, after 4 games, everybody had to restart their Xboxes because you knew a crash was coming. So every 4 games we would restart our Xboxes. That's the way it would work. But we had so much fun. Do I play as much PUBG now? Definitely not. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess PUBG hasn't really changed that much. But I'm not too fond of some of the maps now. And I've done videos about it in the past as well, but my theory is that the problem is you need an awful lot of average players to make shooters fun, and after a few years, like with PUBG, you end up with an awful lot of good players. Don't ruin my vest again. He's got a nice vest. He's got tactical vest. Is he? Have they ruined it already, have they? No. Patrick says the best weapon in PUBG was the frying pan. Yes. Your first time getting chicken dinner solo was absolutely. All your teammates die where it lagged out. Yeah, I mean, it still is. I got a chicken dinner on PC, my first chicken dinner on PC, and it was fantastic. Solo one, it was brilliant. But yeah, I think maybe I've moved away from enjoying the battle royales as much as I used to. I think maybe I prefer the long form of DayZ. Like an adventure game. I enjoy doing this. And I've gone back to really loving respawn shooters as well, Call of Duty. Because you're playing PUBG. You've been playing for 20 minutes. You think you're doing all right, and someone shoots you in the back of the head. And that's just the game. Often it's nothing you've done wrong. Sometimes you can think, well, actually, I could have done something different. But that's just the game. Where maybe I've done enough of that now, and I just, especially Call of Duty. You turn on Call of Duty, play a game of domination, have a few games, 3 games in 20 minutes, shoot a load of people, have a bit of fun, turn it on again. Does it give you the adrenaline high of PUBG? No. But is it a fun shooter? Absolutely. So. Patrick says, my best map was Erangel. I didn't mind the Mexican one. I wasn't keen on Vikendi. Yeah, well, what happened with me as well, what I did was very early on, I got an SSD, external SSD for my Xbox and then for the PlayStation. So PUBG ran pretty good. I didn't have any of the pop-up problems. So I really enjoyed Erangel. Of course, I still think it's the best map by far. Miramar was cool. If a little bit too big, it was just right. We're still going the right way. It was just a little bit too big, Erangel. Miramar, sorry. Sanhok, the jungle map. The problem with Sanhok was it's too easy to get third-partied by people because although it's a small map, the lines of sight were so short because of the jungle. Hello, what's this over here? So you shoot at someone, you kill them, but someone else would shoot you. So that was the problem with that one. Now, funnily enough, Vikendi was by far, I thought the original Vikendi map, if you were running on an SSD, was as good as... look at this. It's a tunnel. Was as good as Miramar. The original... Ooh, she's gone dark. What's down here? Yeah, I moved away from them and played more DayZ. Now recently I've been hitting Dead Side, a bit like DayZ, but a bit more PvP for the AI bots. Used to be in the Battlefield franchise. Love Battlefield, love Battlefield 4, love Battlefield 1. Don't like Battlefield 5 very much. Yeah, you're on course, pal. Rekovic said, we had just some spunky music and killing the children in numbers. There's nothing more to say about that. The development that the game has ever made through its community is remarkable. Go in there with a torch. Yeah, I've got a torch. It's not that dark though. I can see where I'm going. Am I going the wrong way though to get to Athena? Ooh, wait a minute. I see what you mean. Okay. This torch is a bit crap. It's a good tunnel though. It's like something out of Metro. Yes, pal, go behind you. A2 is above you. Yeah. All right. Okay. So right. So we'll come back to here then, shall we? Ooh, which way did I just go? That tunnel in the darkness is good. I went in there, had to craft the torch with a rag and stick like a caveman. Okay, so we've come out. Okay, so we'll explore the tunnel at another day. A2 is above you in the valley. Okay. It's the other way, pal, I think. Ooh. Let's get a bit of height. Let's see where we are. Go to the right and up the hill behind you. Alright, okay. It's warming up a bit. Saying that, my character's shivering again. On your left. Ooh. Lots of dense undergrowth, isn't there? Lots of dense undergrowth. Ooh. Oh, it's a plane. C-130 crash. Let's go and check this out. Right, I bet there's lots of zombies here, isn't there? And we're in the snow. Now, is this the same C-130 that we spawned in on Chernus and Livonia? Okay, well, there's definitely zombies. Lots of zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are lots of zombies. Ooh. Oh, you've damaged my bloody trousers again. You're at the AC-130 crash. High tier loot. Stream says, sup, sup. And wolves. Wolves? Always those over here, but spawn some great loot if you're lucky. Okay. Let's get our strides back on. Where's my axe? Carefully take the zombies out one by one. Bloody zombies. You damaged my trousers again. I was going to say they love damaging my trousers, don't they, these zombies? How dare you? This is children. The developers attach great importance to this. What? Patrick says, I like the hunting outfit the best on this game, along with the hunting back on my list endurance. Dear Isle, lol. I'm not sure what you're saying, Reykjavik. Right, let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Ooh, what's he got? 762 by 39. Right. Are we safe to have a look round? Right, still another one. Looks like the C-130 that we... Ooh. It's a bit more scratched, isn't it? I tell you what someone needs to do with this model. They need to bend the propellers, don't they? Like they've hit the ground. But it's still, I remember the first time I saw a C-130 on Chernerus, I was like, wow. Patrick says, can you see the tower opposite you on the mountain? That's above A2. Ooh. Let's just have a look around here and then we'll... What we got? Ballistic helmet. Oh, an M4A1. Well, that's alright, isn't it? Camo net. Combat back. Is that a white combat backpack? I can't. Thing is, I've got loads of stuff already. I guess. Do we really need a spade? Maybe not. Look at that bad boy. It's damaged though. It's nice though. but I don't really need it because I've got the AK. Okay, but it's only got 9 bullets in. So we're gonna say goodbye to the M4, but we will take the battery out of it. And there we go. Now, what was this? Oh wow! Look at that, a white combat backpack. That's nice, isn't it? Unfortunately, it doesn't carry as much, does it, as my my field backpack. But that is nice. We've got some bandages. We'll take the bandages, and we'll drop that. Right. So let's have a look. The dev, they always call them their children. Oh right, they call them. Is that what they call them? Their children. Wow. I know they call them infected as well, don't they? They don't always call them zombies. Right, so we're looking for a tower, aren't we? Can you see the tower opposite you on the mountain? That's above A2. Okay. Okay, do you mean that tower there? Right, so that's Athena 2. Are these research stations or something like that? God, there's a lot of zombies around here. I should check my axe. It's probably... Yeah, I thought it would be damaged. Don't I have that from one of your videos? I'm not sure. I don't remember. But then again, I have done so many hundreds and hundreds of videos. Dunk. Oh, what we got? 760 by 39. Okay. Any Reykjavik? Have you been in the maps? What maps have you been in? Have you been in Deer Isle or the Endurance Deer Isle server? Tower is a big military base with Athena in the valley. Oh right, okay. So is Athena? Sorry, I'm relying on you guys for navigation hints and tips. I want to look at I've just realised I want to look at my shoes. Worn. Okay. Yeah, head there, and A2 is to the left of it in the valley. Right. Okay. Right. So there's the tower. Right. Okay. So we're. Ooh. Right, is that the tunnel we just went into? Right, that's the tunnel we went into, wasn't it? Right there. So, tell you what, give us a sec. Let me just do something. Right, okay. Okay. So Athena is actually to my northeast. I've come past it by a long way, actually. I've come past it by a long way. Yeah. Athena 1, 2 and 3 are the research areas. Then you also have the event area. If you're interested, don't tell people to stand and wait for it to go off like I did. Didn't end up well. Let's just say my friends who were not impressed that day. Right, yes, it knocks you out, I understand. Pat Rekovic says, I did visit both maps from you. Works good and the graphic is just pure joy. I'll definitely visit your servers in the coming days. Excellent. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. Because we've got to work our way quite a long way back to get to Athena, I'm going to call it a day for tonight. It's probably going to take me 10 minutes to get back there, and I'd rather start fresh again tomorrow. So let's just thank everybody for coming along for tonight's stream. It's been a pleasure as always. If you haven't already, of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that too. And I'm just going to go inside this little caravan, and then I will log off and wish you all good evening. And thank you again for keeping me company this evening and helping me with my adventures as well. Ooh, is there? No. There we go. Right. Thanks, everybody. And I'll see you again soon.